Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Virgo. Welcome to October 2020 monthly tarot and oracle reading. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Also, remember to check your moon and rising and your Venus, as this reading may not resonate with all of you. So, I've got the cards on the table. Just give me a moment to connect. The first thing that came to me was this feeling of wanting to connect to someone or finding that special someone in your life. And even though you've healed from a lot of things from your past, some of you actually have been involved with somebody who has not been honest, who actually deceived you in many ways, which caused a lot of money problems, first of all, and also I feel like living arrangements. So that I feel has changed for you. Now, I get that a lot of these changes came in September, but also these are happening for many of you in October. Now, I am getting here that there are things that you keep repeating that you haven't learned your lesson from. And because of that, it kind of puts you in a vulnerable place where you realize that you have lost on, you've lost some friendships and you've lost some materialistic things. Okay. But I sense too that some of you are having regrets, and what's already happened has happened. So only healing can take place. Otherwise, you're just going to get stuck in the past or reminiscing over things that have already taken place. My best advice to all of you who are or resonate with this part is to just learn from the experience. It'll be easier on you, and then you can move forward and, of course, not repeat the pattern. Because we also have here is look at your patterns in your relationship. We have deception, but your cards here telling you to stay optimistic, that your feelings are real. And this could be some of you who feel that you've just gotten in a bad place with someone that you love. And, there's always hope. But if you've tried and it hasn't worked out, and you tried again and it hasn't worked out, I think that's a clear enough message that perhaps the two of you are not for each other, or this just isn't the time. Now, some of you may feel in October that you haven't been treated fairly. Some of you may be looking at some legal issues. So, try to be really careful on what you're doing. Make sure that what you're doing is, legal. And because if not, then it's possible you could get caught. And I know you don't want that, okay? Especially Virgos. So I also feel like in October, you're trying to get your footing. Like I sense there's some things that can easily catch you off guard or throw you off balance. You do have the Six of Wands here, though. So know that this is temporary. This is not permanent. And I do feel like you will get to a place where, I guess, what is that place that I want to say? Get to a good place where you know that, hey, you know what? Healing's taking effect and I'm okay. And I'm not, I can move forward with really ideas and being creative and really just, promoting your own energy, putting your own energy out there for the things that you desire, the things that you dream of, the things that you want. And here with the Queen of Pentacles, next to the Hierophant, I do feel like this is good. You might find yourself receiving extra money in October or making money off of what you're doing. So I feel like money will be on and off. For some of you, it might feel like you're making money, but it's like going right back out, because I feel like some of you may have fallen behind because of poor relationships and the money that you've put into it. And, you might be surprised. There might be someone who really wants to pay you back too. Like if you've loaned some money to someone and you need that money back, you might find in October that that's possible. Now, with the Queen of Cups reversed and the Ten of Swords, be careful of what people ask of you and what you need to do to what you need to do for what they asked you for. I don't know what that means at this time, Spirit, but I feel like you could get yourself into a situation and then regret it. Like you might be asked to participate in something or do something for another, and then it puts you in a bad place. And then with the Ten of Swords, you feel, sad. And, some of you might just feel like you have so much on your plate, or so much on your mind, both mentally and emotionally. I also feel like this has a lot to do with some of you who have been deceived by someone that you really thought loved you. And it doesn't mean that they don't love you. They may just be going through something of their own. But I don't feel like you should give them any more opportunities. I think that it's either you need to finish it and say goodbye to it. This doesn't necessarily have to be a romance. It could be a friend. It could be a family member. But I just also feel with this energy is, I don't know, I almost feel like they're taking advantage of you in some way. They're only doing these things to benefit themselves. Now, we'll look at this card here, which is Love Endures. And it's a reminder not to lose faith in love. Okay? Don't connect love with any specific person, both bad or good. Just connect to love. And not, the card is like, don't give up on love or lose faith. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. So, to me, I really feel that is a standalone. Standalone meaning that I don't feel like it's connected to anybody. I feel like this is universal life force energy, universal love energy that isn't connected to any specific person. Because I'm sensing that some of you Virgos definitely are trying to move into the healing space of being in a position where you thought something was going to work out and it didn't. It actually was very deceiving, or I would say a betrayal. And physical touch is important, and some of you might be missing that. The ones that have been single for a while, you really miss having somebody around. You really want to find that that perfect partner, that will, make you feel good in what you desire in regards to a relationship. Nothing is more important than a hug. Nothing's more important than love. Also, too, I feel like the message here is from Spirit that you should really pat yourself on the back for all that you have done for others. And Virgos are the sign of service. They are the 6th house in the astrological natal chart, which represents services, work. And here's the last card here that I kind of touched bases earlier when I was looking at this upper row of cards here. Look at your patterns in your relationship, and And I want to say that this is not just in romance. These are also friends. Uh, I'm getting that you need to cut the cords with some of your friends because they are not true friends. And I feel like you will feel less drained and you will feel much better if you do that. But some of you are holding on, I feel, for security reasons. Now, when I also look at the Five of Cups and the Justice card, I'm feeling that some of you may have even gone, and then the Judgment card too, may have gone through a legal separation or a separation, maybe even a divorce. Papers could have been filed or it could have completed. But even though there has been a loss, and some of you might feel like there is no real meaning of love in your life, I do feel like the Six of Wands will carry you through. But then when I get here to the bottom, I still feel like, you might go through a period of just feeling regrets and just feeling, that why does this always happen to me? Or, why did this happen? And why didn't I open my eyes on this sooner? Okay. But, there are some, I feel like there are some emotions that you have to go through in October, both emotionally and mentally. I do feel like you need to open up your eyes and see what's in front of you. Really be truthful to yourself first. Okay. And, hang in there. It might be a little bit rocky, and then it might be, a little bit smooth. But I do feel like you'll pull through it. All right. Thank you so much. Lots of love and blessings. Take care.